The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This Cleveland group has been getting things done. It's been a fantastic season for them, and this could be one of its most memorable nights, as a win here gives them the best record in the league. And for all those teams that have wrapped up playoff spots, Shaq, what can we expect from them strategically here at the end of the regular season?
Well, for the top team, Ernie, it becomes about securing home court advantage. You want to be peaking at the right time heading into the playoffs. We've seen a lot of teams, Ernie, start off strong. Where are they now?
Do you want rest if you're a frontline player? If you're a guy who's playing a lot, do you need some rest before the playoffs?
You know, a lot of people answer that question, and if you played more than 8 years, yes, you need rest. If you're a young player, such as Freak, you don't need rest.
No, you may have players coming back from midseason injuries, but you need to get them back into the flow. But you got to get your playoff game face on. And you know who had the best game face playoff?
Alonzo Mourning?
No, this guy next to us. Show him your game face.
Alonzo had a good game face, too.
Stop it. You look at this guy's game. Look at this guy's game face. Show him.
Let me see your game face.
You know what, Kenny? I lost it. I can't do it
Let me see your game face. That is frightening.
Oh, wait.
That's not a game look. That's not a game look. That's your game book look. I can't do it anymore, Ernie.
Here's a guy with no game face, Kevin Harlan.
Alonzo Mourning.
It's the land of mission control, Houston, Texas, where the Rockets are ready to engage in an interconference showdown. And just a single game trip away from Cleveland for the Cavaliers. A superb ball club playing a great brand of basketball. Number one record right now in the NBA.
And coming off their championship last season, that success, I believe, carried right over into this one. They played at a high level all year long and stand poised to make another run at the title.
Certainly looks that way, Greg. I mean, some teams go through a little bit of a malaise or a hangover after a championship. Not these guys. They've had a terrific year.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Green in at shooting guard. He's out there with Kyrie Irving, and it's Love in at the force line. Here's Larkin. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. Harden against Green. All sorts of time. Kept alive by Houston. Capella with the bucket. Capella's got the opening basket of the game for Houston.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him. Because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work them over the rest of the game.
Here's Larkin. Following the basket by Kevin Love. Screen by Monroe. Daly. No good with the triple.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only one fall.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Both free throws good from Green.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And Monroe with the basket on the assist by Harden. Monroe's got his first points of the night. For the Houston Rockets, they come into tonight following a loss to the Jazz in Utah.
Just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game.
Harden has a wide open look. A second chance effort, and it's good on the way in. Cabella's got his second basket of the night.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Outside, Green. To the inside, and he uses the glass on the layup.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
It's Harden with the drive. Good on the shot.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
The Cavaliers trailing. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, I had the chance to talk with the head coach for Houston. Team rebounding is something he stressed to his side, and rightfully so when you face a player that gobbles up the glass like Kevin Love. He told me that Love rebounds at an unreal rate, and his side can't take any mental breaks when it comes to boxing out on the defensive end. Love's numbers validate that fear, guys.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. And here are the Rockets now, following the three-point attempt by Freak. Screen by Monroe. Harden kicks to Larkin. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go. That's short off the rim.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage even though it was all over.
And the wide open shot from Green. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Green's got 5.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Larkin, the pass to Monroe. Here's Larkin. He's covered by Irving. Off the pick, and it's Monroe finishing it off.
Not a good idea to let him get such good position in the paint.
It's more than a bad idea. It's real trouble. I mean, he'll make that 10 out of 10 times.
Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the teams that have been money from the foul line since the All-Star break. The Cavaliers #1.
They are really dialed in at the line, especially since the break. I mean, really shooting an impressive percentage from the line.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Love wide open. He fires. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Yeah, it's such a sweet 3-point stroke there. And it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
And here's Harden for 3. For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Outside, Green. For 3. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And here's Harden for 3. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Here's Capella. Count it from 12. Capella's got 6.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
Irving dishes to Green. Lopez, a screen on Harden. Harden against Green.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's call. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Green. That's how much confidence Coach has in his ability to get their offense operating at its peak level. And given his track record, that confidence is well-deserved. It's still very early in this game, so there's plenty of time for those changes to take effect, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Here's Powell. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Outside, Green. We've got 1:48 left here in the first quarter. Oubre with the steal. Outside jumper. Leaps for it. It's stolen by Green. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea He was right near the line.
.136 left in the first quarter. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Smart. And here we go. And it's Green with the jam.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And yes, sir, that one drops. George has got his first basket.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
And it's the Rockets with the ball, trailing by 4. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Smart kicks to Green. Inside. Smart misses.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Now here's Green. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. And here's Love from wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
What a 3 at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
Couldn't agree more. That'll give them a nice little lift, I think, going into the next quarter.
And Cavs head coach beginning his NBA career after a long and illustrious career coaching over in Europe. Talked about the difference coaching abroad.
There's just a lot more practice time. And when the games come, you're still playing 2 maximum.
And Blatt, one of the most successful American coaches in European basketball history, Clark, and has done a great job in his first season with the Cavaliers in the NBA, but nothing he did overseas certainly can compare to this.
And, you know, that's why, Kevin, people always talk about it in terms of being a marathon and not a sprint. There's nothing that compares to the NBA grind. Nothing is comparable to it.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
Harden out there with Shane Larkin. Then it's Greg Monroe, and it's Capella in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Houston shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
And, Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
Now here's Green. 11 points in the game. Monroe on the double team. Back to Green. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. That doesn't go either for Green.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
How about that cloth soft touch? I mean, just a gentle little teardrop, almost like a falling leaf. A leaf falling down slowly to the ground. Very sweet and colorful, too.
Nice step back to get it off. Green's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Now here's Green. He's got 13. The lead pushed to double digits. And it's a 10-point Cavalier lead.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
Take a second now to view the top pickpockets in the NBA. Freak number 1.
Defensively, his intensity just never drops. You match that up with his incredible timing, and you can see why he's atop the list.
And so here is Houston. It's a 10-point game. Lets it go from 11. The Rockets with another miss.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Here's Irving. The offensive rebound. Hansen. Rejected by Monroe. Here's Daly. And the shot counts. He's fouled. It's a chance for a three-point play.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is easy offense. Excellent work that time.
And now let's take a moment to check out the stats for Green. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. First in scoring, first in rebounding. And with his incredible court vision, he's first in the league in assists per game.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pacers was just a man on a mission. He ended with 41 points and was just filling up the stat sheet every way he could, coming away from the contest with a 5-by-5. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control.
First team.
And here are the Cavaliers now. To the middle. Here's Doyle, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
And so it's Cleveland with it, following the score by Houston. It's stolen by Green. Outside Irving. From outside the arc. And Green with the basket on the assist by Irving. Irving's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. There's the pick. Larkin, the pass to Harden. Goes up the baseline. And it's Houston with another.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
He feeds it to Capella. They double him with Green. Capella kicks to Harden. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Harden's got 8 points.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
And it's Green missing. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against the Indiana Pacers.
And what got them that win was the remarkable success they had from the floor. I mean, just a tremendous shooting performance all the way around.
Hey, you can't expect that kind of shooting to happen all the time on a nightly basis. But when it does, boy, does it feel good and look good.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. And so here's Cleveland. They're leading by 8. Last time they met in Cleveland.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. That free throw, no good. Oubre's checked in for Houston. Burke, he's checked in for Cleveland. Smart comes in for Green. He hits the second from the line. Rockets trail by 9. Outside jumper. Houston moving the ball around. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Shumpert's got his first bucket of the night. Pass to Smart. That's a pick by Love. Now here's Smart. Moving by Shumpert.
Sticking too much.
Just 5 on the clock. Smart kicks to Lopez. Here's Patterson. The kick can't hit. One-on-one fast break. On the wing, Shumpert. There's a screen by Robinson. Shumpert dishes to Robinson. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. And Patterson kicks to Love. Carries it from three-point range. Love's got the lead up to 10 now for the Cavs.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
There's a screen by Robinson, and it's Shumpert penetrating. The shot no good, so Cleveland will take it the other way. Here's Burke, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now, here is Robinson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. It's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession.
Cavaliers substitution. Scott George.
Clock at 6 to the paint, and there's the 3-second violation.
Just a boneheaded play there, guys. Plain and simple.
Well, tell me how you really feel about that, Greg. But you're right. I mean, mistakes like that will keep you from cutting deficits, no doubt.
Burke kicks to Smart. George sets a screen for Smart. An easy layup after coming off the pick. And the Cavaliers lead by 14.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Cavaliers lead by 14. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, what a great job you did, both moving the ball and passing it and scoring it. What has been the key for you to this point?
I've just been trying to take what the defense gives me, really. I know I can't just try and go right at them every time, but if they give me a look, I'll shoot it. Otherwise, I'm trying to keep the ball moving.
You simply can't get enough of you. Thanks for joining us. Kevin?
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
He was just like a jitterbug out there. I mean, disrupting passes, getting his hands on a lot of balls, forcing turnovers and steals. Just a solid job all the way around.
I like to watch him play like that. Makes the game so much more interesting.
Yeah, it looked a little bit like Greg Anthony in the day. A jitterbug or maybe a gnat with the kind of nuisance he's been as far as defending. Excellent work at that end of the floor.
And Kevin, Clark's the only guy I know that can call you a gnat and mean it as a compliment.
And make you feel good about it. Yeah,
I appreciate that, Clark.
It's good, Clark. Checking out the group for David Blatt to start the second half. Green in at 2-guard. He's out there with Irving, and it's Hansen in at the 3. Here's Larkin. Here's Monroe. The shot is off. Good D by Love.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over him.
And Harden comes to help. A steal. Here's Monroe. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Rockets shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. That one is no good. Tries again, and he sinks the layup. He's got 7.
Letting the guy sneak by for a putback off a free throw, that is inexcusable.
Good on the shot.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Rockets trail by 15. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And that one's good. 11 points for James Harden.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
And Lopez throws it down.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
So it's the Rockets now, following the score by Cleveland. Here's Daly. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. He's got 10.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. And that sends Freak to the free throw line. That one on Monroe. Cleveland shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And what a game for Green. He's got 21 points, then his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
With a break in the action, let's show you the teams that have been making their opponents work especially hard over the past 10 games. The Cavaliers, number 1.
The teams they've faced over the last 10 have to be wondering how long this brutal defense is going to last. There's no let-up in these teams. They play with tenacity throughout. Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Here's Irving. Here's Lopez. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
And the Rockets with possession here. Down by 15. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand. Monroe sets a screen for Harden. Pass to Monroe. 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Green kicks to Irving. Back to Green. Passes it to Hansen. Shoots it up. Gets to the corner and buries it. And the Cavaliers lead by 17. Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Here's Larkin. He's got 6 from deep Harden, and that one's good. Harden's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for the Rockets.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
And checking out some numbers for Irving. He's one of the standouts over the last month. He's right around 13 points a night, 7 assists and 2 rebounds. Just solid all-around performances we've been seeing from him, delivering night in and night out.
And you know, that's what stars do. It isn't always about scoring 50 points. It's about making plays consistent.
And so here is Houston. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Screen by Monroe. And here's Harden for 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Here's Irving. He's got 5.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Green up on top, guarded by Harden.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Out left to the wing. Here's Larkin. Offline with his 3.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Rockets trail by 11. Goes up the baseline, and it's sent back by Irving. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. George is checked in for the Cavaliers. Smart comes in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Harden, and the lead is down inside single digits. Harden's got 11 points in the quarter.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Let's take a quick look at the numbers for Love. First and three-point shooting, and also his field goal percentage is up in the top 5. Tremendously efficient at finishing plays at the basket.
And not only is he dialing it up from deep, he's doing it with great consistency. One of our league's most efficient three-point shooters.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Monroe. And it's Iman Shumpert in for James Harden. That's good. 23 points for Freak.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Now the Rockets with it. A big stretch here going 10-2. There's a screen by Robinson. Dishes to Oubre. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Burke.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's an 11-point Cavalier lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Cleveland.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
2 on the clock. His first shot coming late. Oubre, good.
And all of a sudden, the shots now falling in bunches. The complexion of this game has completely changed.
Yeah, and that was the only thing that could have brought him back in this game. Everything had to start dropping. And boy, have they gotten on a roll.
You get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Phoenix. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And of course, there's the Rockets. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And you know, Houston, this season has to really become a wake-up call for them moving forward. If they didn't recognize before this year that they didn't have the talent to compete in this league, they sure as heck better recognize it now.
Well, I would certainly hope so. I mean, it's been hard to watch this team struggle as much as they have throughout most of this season.
And here's Oubre following the three-pointer by Freak. Good! 1:03 left in the third quarter. And that one is hammered home.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Rockets trail by 15. There's a screen by Robinson. And Shumpert kicks to Robinson. Oubre passes to Shumpert. Shot clock at 5. And Houston again with the bucket.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
Yeah, it took them a while, but now they're starting to get into a flow from outside. And boy, is that timely. Now here's Green. 28 points for him. Nice shot by Smart.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
There's a screen by Robinson. Here's Oubre. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Cavaliers on top as they end the third quarter on a 15-6 run. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Rockets trail by 16. We've got Monroe. Shane Larkin is out there with Harden. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
Perfect. The shot, no good. And Houston the other way now. Here's Daly. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Houston, Daly.
And he can't get the first one.
For 2.
And he's good on the second. The Cavaliers leading by 15. Right side,
Move
Irving.
the ball. It's sticking too much.
Looking to end his cold spell. Smart, wide open. He fires. No good on the 3. Larkin dishes to Harden. Here's Daly. From outside, off the mark. Cavaliers shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Nobody near Irving. Another miss by Irving. Rockets shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Larkin kicks to Capella, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for your Rockets, Clint Capella. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Patterson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Good on both.
Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
And that helps, Clark. They've got extra trips to the foul line, and they need that to continue if they're going to get back in this game. And that tells you a lot about why the score is where it is. Lazy defense.
Here's Daly. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Rockets trail by 16. He dishes it to Larkin. Fires the 3, and he gets it to go.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
To the right side. And it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Outside Irving.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Again, Irving missing. Larkin kicks to Monroe. Harden against Patterson. Clock at 6. Here's Daly. Here's Monroe. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
To the paint, here's Lopez, and he converts the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 13.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Patterson against Harden. Screen by Monroe. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
I guess he just needed a little break because since halftime, he's been raining triples.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Left side, Irving.
Move the ball.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Shooting for Houston, Kyrie Irving. Taking 2 shots.
free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
Take a look at what Irving's done. He has 8 points and 7 assists.
Green, he's checked in for Patterson. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
You know, you've got to like the fact that they're getting to the line. And on top of that, they're making their free throws in this half. That bodes well going forward.
It's stolen by Green. Here's Hansen. Rebound by Larkin. Larkin's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Harden, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Now here's Monroe. Larkin in the corner, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. The drive by Green. He kicks it to Lopez. Irving passes to Green. And here's Love from the arc. Rebounded by Capella.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Here's Larkin. They double him with Green. It's Harden with the drive. 3 on the clock. And the shot falls short this time. The Cavaliers leading by 14. Irving kicks to Green. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 33 points for Freak.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your Rocket Power Dancers.
The Rockets have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Harden dishes to Monroe. The feed to Capella. Will it go? And it's good on the layup.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
At the elbow, Green. And he banks in the layup. Green's got 35 in the game.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Here's Larkin. He's covered by Irving. The pass to Harden from the stripe. The second chance effort, and the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
Well, a good game tonight for Monroe. 9 points and a block. He's been tough on the inside and displayed great vision with his passing, too.
And you know what? He is the total package today, giving them a little bit of everything.
Rockets trail by 17. It's Harden with the drive. Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Over to the left wing. 5 on the clock. Here's Shumpert. That one off the back iron and out. The Cavaliers leading by 17.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Cavaliers.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, remarkable team effort, Kevin. Everybody got involved, and that paid dividends.
And when you look at the season for these guys, they have amassed a lot of wins, 57, and adding in tonight, it'll make it 58.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-gamer.
I tell you what, Greg, no matter how brief it is, anytime you can get a season series sweep, you're happy.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Green. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Here's Burke, got a hand on it, and he gets it back. And the shot clock expires, 24-second violation.
Into the lineup for the Cavaliers. Freak.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. Out to Shumpert. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, big numbers for you on the offensive end. How were you able to consistently get your shot?
It was all about working with my teammates to open up scoring opportunities. Not just for myself, but for all of us. The more chances we get as a team, the more we all score, the better off we are in the end.
Well done. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
Well, he reminded us all of how dangerous he is as a slasher. He drove the lane time and time again and got points inside to show for it. An explosive, hard-charging performance. I love it.
And, folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.